For every iconic gaming franchise, you have an iconic weapon. With Halo, you have the battle rifle. Fortnite has the pump shotgun. Doom, the BFG. Warzone, the Kar98, not the HDR. And that's what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Now, if you've ever watched any bit of content about Warzone, you've more than likely seen this weapon being used. And for good reason. The Kar98 represents what people love about the Call of Duty franchise. Fast-paced gameplay, aesthetics, and historical references. And if you've played any shooter before, when it comes to picking your sniper rifles, you have a choice between the long distance heavy hitters that take time between shots, or you have the lower caliber rifles that shoot faster but can't cover as much ground, meaning the faster they shoot, the weaker they tend to be. It really comes down to, are you going to be sniping on the move or in the same position? And with the larger rifle like the HDR, you don't have nearly as much movement, meaning your ability to slide around and take quick shots is gone, which is a major selling point of the Call of Duty experience. There is a reason why so many of the viral clips and videos of Warzone includes the Kar98, because it allows the player to deliver both devastating headshots while also keeping the viewer engaged with that quick movement. People that use the HDR, they're typically lying prone with a claymore behind them, and I hate to say it, but these are very close to the worst type of players in Call of Duty. Only second to the people who camp in dark rooms with an SMG and a claymore behind them. However, the Kar98 is the perfect weapon for how this game was meant to be played. It hits that sweet spot between power and mobility, and you can slide and mantle, throwing off your opponents while switching between your weapons without feeling bogged down by those slow animations. And with that quick zoom ADS, you feel like you can continuously keep pressure on your opponents even when you're on the move.
Let's just drink your water.
Editor's note here, it always makes me laugh when people talk about just how sweaty Fortnite is, but then you go and watch like a Call of Duty stream and you just see how crazy people are at this game. Just the crazy slide canceling, mantling, just jumping all around. I don't understand how you can do so much with so many like little options at your fingertips. And while that is a huge deterrent for so many players to come and play Warzone Call of Duty, I also think it's pretty admirable just how awesome people have gotten at the game. It's pretty impressive. But then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have those players that just sit on the edge of the circle, on the edge of the map, and just snipe, usually with their HDRs. And that's the type of player you don't really see as much as you used to, as much as you did back in 2020 when Warzone first came out. As the BR market, as the extraction market has kind of widened, a lot of players have moved on because there's a lot of games that are better suited for that type of play style. If you really think about it, there was generally a time you could drop a 20 bomb by simply following the edge of the map and just taking out all those snipers laying across there. And a lot of those players, yes, have moved on to other games, but I do think there is a way Call of Duty could get them back. But let's get back to the video. Most battle royales these days favor the aggressor. Both the loot pools and the mechanics encourage players to keep it moving and complete objectives. And think about it, it actually makes complete sense. From a gaming studio's perspective, why would you want players to sit in one spot and not experience all the things you've created for them? The more a player moves around and experiences the map, the greater chance that person has at encountering something that really resonates with them, that brings them back to play again. There is a reason why people acquire such large sums of cash in this game. Upgrades are always going to give you an advantage against those who don't. It's the same concept as the best players in Fortnite who land on the mythics and then use their gold to upgrade their loot. The rich just keep getting richer.
Hit that subscription button and turn on notifications.
Any regular Warzone player has become accustomed to the insane amount of sounds and aesthetic choices the studio puts in the game to keep the player hooked. Something we talk a lot about on this channel is just how loud games like PUBG, Warzone, and Fortnite are compared to one another. For instance, PUBG lulls you in with just how immersive the looting is, and then out of nowhere when someone pops up, you forget you're playing a battle royale and not a horror game. Warzone is the complete opposite. This game is the loudest BR by far, whether it's because of fighter jets flying overhead, music playing because an objective was just completed, or gunshots in the distance, or those calming ASMR sounds of your weapons being picked up. There just literally is never a quiet moment. And even though you think there would be overstimulation, and for many I'm sure there is, these are some of the elements that make it stand out against all the rest. The Kar98 not only massages your ears when you shoot it, that sound of cycling through rounds with that bolt action lever are some of the most pleasing audio samples in gaming right now. Not even PUBG gives us those same aesthetically pleasing sounds you get from Warzone. And something that goes unnoticed, I think an element of why we love the Kar98K so much is that it's a weapon we've been familiar with in Call of Duty for literally decades now. However, at the same time, it's been updated for modern combat. There's a reason why so many brands right now are leaning heavy into nostalgia. A lot of consumers are adults who grew up at the age where Call of Duty reigned supreme, and the two guns that everyone remembered from Call of Duty was the Thompson machine gun and the Kar98 rifle. This ties right back into the direction that Call of Duty and Warzone need to go moving forward. Let Fortnite have the fantasy space where they collab with celebrities, and Call of Duty lean into the rich history of war and everything that can be presented with it. Alright, that's enough yapping for today.
Oh, let's see.
A few moments later.
Chris, if you take out a squad, bro, you're not that guy. I'm not that guy, but I can try to be. Come on, Topher, be that guy. Be that guy right now! That guy! Let's go! That's crazy. No way, dude. There's no way, bro. Oh, I'm nasty. I'm nasty. I'm nasty like that, bro. Almost every one of my channel's viewers is not subscribed to the channel. Do me a huge favor and hit that subscription button. We're trying to get monetized. My dog and I. And if you enjoyed this video, think about watching either of these videos that's on the screen out there and do something great.